Hello, vinyl community and anyone else watching this. I know I've posted a video recently, but it's actually been quite a while since I've made one. And unfortunately I've had the flu. I've been a little bit sick, but I'm trying to get this in because I wanted to do a response video for Paige Martin's 100 subs, 1,000, subs contest. That's amazing, Paige. Congratulations on that. And her thread was pick your favorite decade and pick 5, 10, or 15 of your favorite albums from that decade and talk about them. So I'm going to attempt to do that. I picked, of course, the 60s, and I had a hard time deciding just 15 albums from the 60s. So I decided to go with some that aren't necessarily my favorite albums, but they're unique in some way, or I just like them, or whatever. So I picked 15 60s records to do. So I'm going to start off, of course, with the Beatles. I couldn't really start off with anything else, and Revolver. My copy is a really nice mono German copy on Odeon Records, and there's the little Odeon. Maybe you can see that. I don't know. It is on Odeon Records, and it's a really old copy. As you can see from the flipbacks on the back that it's a really old, my oldest import, I think, record that I have, and it's the only German Beatle album I have that's really old. I have a reissue of Magical Mystery Tour and a couple others, but so that's my first one. These aren't in any order. And then maybe my favorite album of all time, I had to pick Beach Boys' Pet Sounds. Of course, it's just a phenomenal album. This is an original copy. It's in mono. Got some great singles on it. Wouldn't It Be Nice? Sloop John B. There you go. Original length, rainbow label. Just an incredible album. And I had to pick the first Byrds album, Mr. Tambourine Man. There's Mr. Dylan on the back cover. Mine is a fairly old record. It's on the 2i Columbia label, and it is in mono once again. And of course, it's got, besides Mr. Tambourine Man, I'll Feel a Whole Lot Better, one of my favorite all-time Byrds songs. Next up, The Merry-Go-Round, You're a Very Lovely Woman, Live, Emmett Rhodes' first band, their only album, and this whole album is pretty good. Mine is a stereo copy, an original. I don't know if they ever re-released this album. It's on the A&M label. And She Laughs Loud is an incredible song as well. And these guys just wanted to be the Beatles so bad, it's not even funny. Next up, another gem. The Left Bank, Walk Away Renee, Pretty Ballerina. Also, She May Call You Up Tonight is on this album, which is probably my favorite by them. And I've Got Something on My Mind is really good as well. Mine isn't an original. It isn't even on Smash, even though it says it is. It's on Mercury Records. It is very much a reissue from sometime in the 70s, I'm guessing. Next up is a band almost nobody knows, The Blue Things. This has a song on it called High Life, which is just incredible. These guys are folky and just, it's a shame nobody knows about them. This is a nice reissue on RCA Records, and when I bought it, it was sealed. And I didn't even know that until I got it home. I was just so excited to get it that I didn't even know. Still got the shrink on it. Great record. Another one of my favorites, The Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle. This, of course, the American cover. And from Carousel 44 to This Will Be Our Year, one of the great love songs of all time. Friends of Mine, Time of the Season, Beechwood Park, Maybe After He's Gone, Brief Candles. Incredible, incredible album. There's its original sleeve. It's on the Date label. And this album came out in '69, so of course it's in stereo. I don't know that there are mono copies. I don't know that they exist. By the way, I pre-took all my albums out of their little plastic holders to make this easier. Next up, I picked the Kinks album, Kinda Kinks. I don't know if it's my favorite Kinks album, but it's got one of my favorite songs on it, Nothing in This World. And I'm going to get the name wrong. Nothing in the world can stop me worrying about that girl. This one happens to be a Rhino reissue. It's also got Tired of Waiting for You on it, and Something Better Beginning, and their terrible cover of Dancing in the Street. It's also on that album. Probably my favorite Rolling Stones album. I just love this record, Between the Buttons. And mine is a stereo Japanese pressing on London, and it is just in lovely condition, and it sounds fantastic. And it is a stereo version of the British album, very different from the American. It doesn't have the singles. Let's Spend the Night Together and Ruby Tuesday are not on this album. The Who, a quick one, While He's Away. I'm tied between their first album and this is my favorite Who album. But this has a quick one on it, and Run, 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 one of my favorite tracks, and So Sad About Us, which is just maybe my favorite Who song. This is also a British import. On Polydor Records. It is a reissue, but it is very much an import. If I can get it back in its sleeve balance in here, this will be fun. And that's done. Anyway, I love this album. I said this and the first one are my favorite Who albums. Had to pick, of course, probably everybody has, The Velvet Underground and Nico, the banana on the cover. Mine, I won't talk too much about it, is the reissue 180 gram yellow vinyl. Just keep that out there a little bit. And who doesn't know this album? Heroin has got to be one of the most heartfelt songs ever sung. And There She Goes Again is just plain mean. Love that album. Another band not that many people know about, the Gants. They were from Oklahoma, Arkansas, somewhere way out south. But they sounded like the Beatles. And they do a great cover of Roadrunner, but the gem on here is a great song called My Baby Don't Care. And this one's in stereo, and it's on Liberty Records. Again, don't know if this album is ever, well, it actually has been reissued recently. I don't know if there's any 70s reissues or anything. Now we're going to change it up a little bit and go with the album that's playing behind me. Glen Campbell, the big, bad rock guitar sound of Glen Campbell. The first ever cover of Ticket to Ride is on this album. And it's just really good pop. All instrumental. And I had a heck of a time tracking this down. Mine's still got some shrink on it. And I love this record. Couple left. Mr. Serge Gainsbourg. Had to go for some French pop. Initials BB is on this album. Title cut, by the way. Comic strip, Bloody Jack, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Ford Mustang, Bonnie and Clyde. Are You In, Are You Out? Mary Lou. Just, I think it's Serge's best album that he ever did. And this is Very much 180 gram reissue on the For Men with Beards label. And I've got one left before I start hacking all over the place. I just wanted to make this a quick video. I couldn't do a 60s video without Nancy Sinatra, and I picked the soundtrack to her television show, Movin' with Nancy. It's got some of her best stuff on it, her amazing version of Jackson, great song called This Town, Things with Dean Martin is on here, I Gotta Get Out of This Town, and Some Velvet Morning with Lee Hazelwood, as well as Friday's Child, are all on here. Great album, of course, on her dad's Reprise label, and just really great soundtrack in really good shape. Well, that about does it for this video. I wanted to make it short and sweet. Once again, Paige Martin, congratulations on 1,000 subs. That is incredible. And as always, thank you to my subscribers. I'm not going to name any of you. I don't think it's the forum for that, but I don't have that many. But those of you that have subscribed and leave comments, thank you, thank you, thank you. Check out my podcast, the Snap, Crackle, and Pop Vinyl Hour. It's snapcracklepop.podomatic.com. And like my video, follow my videos, follow me on YouTube, and leave a comment, please. And thanks for watching, and again, congratulations, Paige.